Caroline Rena from The Ride of My Life. I have been on hiatus since December, and today is April 16th. And in the last 10 days, I have been in my hometown, which includes I'm just going to say Northern Virginia. And it's been a very interesting time here for me, because what I discovered about myself is that one of my, I guess, ways that I dealt with life was that I made stuff up, the meaning of stuff, to get through things. To get through life or something. But what I did was I made it up to the detriment of me, and I thought that, things were going the exact same way that they have been my whole life, and I stayed in this space where I thought that, and I was always concerned with the way people thought about me, and I thought that they still thought that way about me. And it was interesting because many years ago, I used to think that way or feel that way about the people I went to high school with. And when people saw me and they were happy to see me, and it was like nothing ever happened or whatever, I was surprised by that. But that was a long time ago. And it happened again. And this time it was with the people I know in this area that I'm close to. And it was just a very strange feeling for me, because I always thought that I wasn't good enough for them, and it was it was just weird. And I feel like, knowing how this process works, I had to get to the point where my self-esteem and my understanding of myself had to come to the surface. And so I could see that it wasn't them, and it was me. And so I did this, I just let things happen, and I allowed myself to be around people that I used to be afraid of, literally. And it shifted so much, and I can't really explain how this works, because I feel like it's all part of this. There's no words to explain stuff like this. It's a feeling, it's an understanding, a knowing, and it's just something that gets to be experienced. That's the best way I can describe this, because if what we have to do basically is make a choice and decide, I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I don't want to feel like a victim anymore. I don't want to feel these things anymore, because they're not serving me. And so making that choice to shift that creates an opportunity, and it's a good opportunity. It may not feel good sometimes, but it's an opportunity to break through these chains. And in some cases, most cases probably, it's like generational stuff, and it's just a time to come back to the truth of me. And now I'm starting to understand things. Like, people used to call me lazy all the time, and that was because I was forced to study things I didn't like or do things I didn't like. And when that happened, I was like, I don't want to do it. So the appearance was that I was lazy. But then I also noticed that, no, that's not exactly what's going on here. What's happening is, when I finally figured out what I like, and I wasn't listening to, or not listening, but being quote unquote forced to do the things that I didn't like, or learn the things that I didn't like, then things became fun. And miraculously, I was no longer lazy. Interesting. And like I remember this used to really hurt me. I wanted my dad to be proud of me, so I did things for him, like join the military, so he would be proud of me. And I remember one day I asked him, we went to lunch, and I'm like, I just wanted to get to know him, get to know me. And I said, Dad, are you proud of me? And he said, of course I am. And I was like, wait. So now I get to be my own cheerleader. But what that did for me was see that, and at the same lunch, he also said, well, you were never really a good student. Well, no, I don't like math. I like science, to a point. But I didn't like the things he liked. And it was funny because later on, as I was going through all these shifts, I came across his report card from high school. And when I looked at it, he had I can't see the light. He had all season, or not mostly all season, he had an A in band or something, but he had C's and D's on his report card. And I'm like, what is this? Why are you telling me I'm not a good student? And at that time, I couldn't figure it out. But then I was able to work through a bunch of stuff and see that the reason that he did that was because back in those days, the way people were encouraged was through fear, or through, it was different. There was no inspirational stuff. So because he didn't do well in high school, he wanted me to do better. And it was at that point when I discovered that, I was like, wow, this is incredible, because now I get to see a deeper part of that and understand that differently, and how we're raised. And that's why this generational, trauma stuff is a big deal. Anyway, so being here this last week and a half, was absolutely eye-opening, and just these deep truths that I unravel, and so I'm grateful that I did it. In a weird way, I don't want to leave. I really wanted to get out of here before, but it's, before it was snowing here, so there was a reason, and now it's beautiful. Maybe that has something to do with it, who knows? But I feel like I'm going to miss people now, instead of, and I always have been a runner, and I don't want to be a runner anymore. Now it's just me being who I am, which is a traveler, not a runner. So it's just really cool. And I just wanted to share that and my experience here, and just let you know that it's absolutely worth it, even through the moments of releasing the energies of the emotions and stuff like that. It may hurt. It may feel like it's hurting for a while you're going through it, but it doesn't last that long, and my life is changing, and I can feel it, and it's so powerful, and so I just feel all kinds of love. And sometimes I'm still human, I'm gonna make my mistakes, and whatever, but it feels different, and I just wanted to share that. My next journey is, or part of this journey, trip, ride, whatever you want to call it, is Myrtle Beach. So I'm going to be hanging out in Myrtle Beach for a couple of days, and it's supposed to be beautiful there. My favorite temperature, 75, yay. And I get to wash whatever came up for me in these last 10 days. I get to wash that away. So what happens is, these energies come up to be looked at, to be dealt with, and that's what happened. And now this is a new birthing, I guess, being by the ocean. Hopefully it's warm up here, I don't know, but we'll see. So just wanted to share that with you, and that should be it. All right, have a great day, and thanks for watching. All right, take care. Bye. I'm Caroline Rena from the ride of my life and my podcast from last year. I am now in Myrtle Beach, and I am walking towards the beach, which I just happen to be staying with a friend who lives right on it, and it's really nice. This morning I just wanted to share with you that, well, first of all, it's cold for me. It's 65, but it's cold for me. So I got sweats on and everything, but I'm heading to watch this, let's see if you can see it. Where'd it go? Is it there? No. Where'd it go? Well, there's a sunrise there. I don't know if you can tell. There we go. Anyway, I just got here from visiting with my family in Virginia and wanted to share that this is a part of, I guess, chronicling my healing journey or whatever's next. I'm in a place in my life right now where I am switching things up. This is pretty brave for me because for someone who's always needed to be in control of my life, this is something where I am kind of letting the universe take over. And I've seen it work with me. I've seen it work with other people, and on small occasions with me. But now something feels bigger, but I still don't know what's coming up. And it's really weird because being able to just sit with that and be okay with it is huge for me. So at this point, I am at the beach. I'm just going to sit on the beach for a while for this kind of new day for my life. We've got a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. I'm just going to turn it so you can see it behind me, and then I'll take pictures of it later. But let's see if it cooperates. Where are you? Again, I can't tell where it is. There we go. So this is where I'm at. And I'm just sharing this moment with you because I just am trusting, and that's been a hard thing for me to do in my life. And I just want you to know that from all the work I've been doing especially over the last 8 years, on myself and healing my nervous system, and sitting with my emotions and discovering that, excuse the shaking, the cognitive therapy worked great for me. It helped me to understand what was going on, but my body kept feeling shaky and anxious, and I couldn't figure it out. And basically what I've come to the conclusion on is that our body is holding the memories and everything. So, I can be in a good place and know I'm safe, but then my body, my stress response in my body takes over because it's still feeling something. Something's reminding me of something that happened when I was little or in the past or whatever. And it's so, so important, or it has been for me, to heal that piece, because I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I'd be in a moment knowing that I'm okay, and then my body's freaking out. So that is all nervous system. That is all stress response. That's all physiology. And so the conclusion I came to is, cognitive therapy has been wonderful for me, but there's a piece of that needs to happen, or needed to happen with me, that was related to my body. And once that happened, I calmed down. And things that would normally make me really lose my control, myself, fear and all the rest of that stuff, ended up being, ends up being peaceful. So just sharing, these things with you is helping me also, because I know that there's so many people out there that are anxious, and in a lot of cases you don't even know why, and it's not your mind. You can talk your way through it, or you can talk your way through anything, but that's not going to change the anxiety from my experience. So anyway, just leaving you with a beautiful, peaceful day. Oh, won't do it again. Peaceful day. I even got a seagull in there. Cool. Are they there? Yeah. Isn't that neat? I love this. I've been living in Florida for 8 years and I'm sitting on another beach. So anyway, hope you can discover the truth of who you are, and should you choose to begin your journey, I'm here. You reach out, whatever you want to do. I have a great immediate support package that I am putting together right now for people who are kind of like struggling in the moment, that will help you. And if you want to do that, great. If not, you're not ready, great. Whatever. Right now, this journey is, I'm just chronicling the amazing things that are happening and showing you that it's possible for you too. You just have to make a choice. You've got to be willing. Definitely have courageous, and there's freedom on the other side to be the truth of who you are. All right. Thank you so much for being with me and watching. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. And I guess that's about it for now. Have a great day. Bye. Take care. Check the Band-Aid out again. Bye. Thanks for joining me on the ride of my life. Like and subscribe so others have the opportunity to watch these videos.